How many times have you had an important task to do, but instead you just scrolled on social media, watched another YouTube video, and told yourself, I'll just stop after a few more scrolls, which you all know that's fucking cap. And after all that you've said, after another cap, I'll do it later. You think you're just lazy, but there's a deeper reason why you keep avoiding that work. One that keeps you stuck in the same cycle over and over and over and over again. And if you don't fix it, it will continue for days, months, years. It kept me in the same cycle for many years, so I can speak from experience. But how can you chase something? How can you change it if you don't really understand what it is and how it is made and what happens when you're actually being lazy? So, example that I got for you guys, it's how can you fight something if you don't know who is there to fight? So how can you fight if you don't know who the enemy is? By the end of this video, I'll share a simple method that I use almost every day to stop procrastinating and to get things done when you have no motivation, because trust me, not everybody and not at all times you have motivation. Let's talk a bit about why you're being lazy and why you think you're being lazy, which you are, because I am also lazy. Laziness isn't really lack of motivation, it's actually your brain protecting you from stress. Like when you feel overwhelmed by big tasks and things that you need to get done, one task or many tasks at once, your mind actually looks for a escape. That's why you keep postponing it until you have no choice but to face it, which we all do. That one homework that you're keep saying it, that you're gonna do it tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. And 10 minutes before that class, you gotta do it. And that there's a bunch more stress that way. So trust me, don't postpone it. In that process, you lose one thing that you can never get back, and that is time. And that's why you gotta use it to the best of your ability. I'm not saying be David Goggins. I'm just saying use your time more efficiently, Pause. If you like my videos and you want to see more, drop a sub and a like, and let's keep the video going. Let's talk about the lazy loop. So firstly, step one in the lazy loop is you see a task, it feels a bit too big, but you have to do it. Then you feel overwhelmed and stressed and you don't really want to do it. So your brain seeks for an escape, like procrastination, TikTok, YouTube, I don't know, Instagram Reels. So you delay that task, which is step 4. And step 5, stress builds up even more. So back to step 1 and repeat. So I used to do this all the time. I told myself I can do it today for, I don't know, X reason. Film a video because I don't know, my room is messy, I need to clean it. But instead of cleaning it, I would just say I start tomorrow. And tomorrow never came. And instead of actually cleaning the room or actually resting, I just lie on my chair or in bed just scrolling on social media, and in the end I felt even worse because I didn't get shit done that day. So I've been talking about this term like procrastination, but what really is it? Procrastination is a thing that tricks you into thinking you're escaping stress, but in reality it's making you more stressed than before. And the cycle keeps continuing. So that's procrastination on short for y'all. So the key concept, which I've kept talking about all through this video, is laziness isn't lack of effort. It's your brain trying to escape stress. And in reality, you gotta work against your brain. I know it sounds weird, but when you really want to do something, you gotta do that, So I said in the beginning of the video, I have a method for everyone watching these videos. And I do. So it's named the 1, 2, 3 method, and it has 3 steps, which I'm going to talk about. Step 1, count to 3. So when you feel unmotivated and need to do something done, you just count 1, 2, 3 and move without hesitation, because if you hesitate, then your brain has time to say, no, I don't want to do that and I won't do it. So you got to move without hesitation and fast, Step 2. Do the smallest action, like progressive overload in the gym. You start with 5 kilos on shoulder press and then move out 10, 15. That's how you need to do it. Don't tackle the entire task. Just tackle the first 2 minutes. If you want to read a book, just open the book and read 1 page. Over time, you'll build momentum. And like progressive overload in the gym, as I've said before, start small and gradually push yourself more and more and more. You'll start doing what you need to do when you need to do it. Step number 3, and the last step, no negotiation. The moment you hesitate, as I've said before, the cycle restarts. So the key thing is move before your brain can come up with a excuse, because we all do and we all know that we do it, but we need to work against our brain when we don't want to be lazy and want to do something actually good for ourselves, which is like reading, Now I know we talked about the 1 2 3 method, but now I will give you 1 2 3 reasons why this method works. Firstly, it shocks your brain out of procrastination and forces you to act. Like, just do it. That meme, just do it. Secondly, small actions build momentum once you get started, and it's easier to keep going. And in third place, it removes overthinking because you act before you can think. So that's the main concept. You act before you think. So in the end, every time you feel lazy, remember what I say at this point in time. It's just a loop which you've created. And the faster you move, the faster you break free. Remember that. Right now, just pause this video, pick one thing that you've been avoiding and you can do at this point in time. Count 1 2 3, use the 1 2 3 method, and then do it. Even for just 2 minutes, as I said, progressive overload. And I promise, with some practice and with some patience, it'll change everything, because it changed it for me and I hope it changes for you guys. So good luck with this.